Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I had something that I wanted to cover, but I didn't. It didn't cross my mind until I had logged off. But going back to what I was saying in my previous post about how my frequency is so high, but I'm operating at a very low frequency because I'm in Babylon, where everything is in square feet, everything is cubical. So I just wanted to know, even though I already know the answer, but I don't really know the answer. If that makes any sense. Um, how do I say this? How do I ask this? Oh, it was so fluent earlier. See, this is why you have to cover or jot down some notes if you don't have time to make a video. This is why it's important to speak on the spot, to take advantage of the moment, to communicate the information that's being beamed into you at that very moment. Because when it's gone, it's gone. But it has something to do along the lines of okay, I was talking about that jackhammer or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't think it's a jackhammer. You know those heavy duty hammers that dig holes into the concrete. The ones that go. You all know what I'm talking about. So my thoughts are like that. And I was as I was trying to sleep earlier, um, it was loud. It was very loud in my brain. But I chose to ignore. I chose to try to ignore the thoughts by. I'll put it this way. So thoughts are like a flowing river, and mine is like a massive flowing river. Again, like that hammer. And the way I chose to quiet my thoughts was instead of keeping the flow going, I chose I chose to build like a like a caved in cave. So here's the river. I chose to construct sort of like a fuck, sort of like a wow, the word's not coming to me. Like a cave in the ground. And that's where all my thoughts were going. And instead of implementing them into something constructive, I chose to put them aside, and I chose to let the not so valuable thoughts keep on flowing while all the valuable information dripped into that cave, only to come back to it later and try to collect the remainders of what I remembered. Um, so the question was, does it obviously it plays a factor, but does it change your brain massively, or bear with me, guys, bear with me. What changes does it make in your brain when you have all these clear, fluent thoughts that are just beyond your grasp of consciousness, for lack of a better term, that they're even being beamed into you, but they are. Does it make does it make a difference in your brain where when you shove them all aside and you choose to quiet your mind? So for me, I was I was receptive of these thoughts, and just told myself, no, 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 just be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And I chose to just push them aside. And I chose to ignore them. I was the block. I was that wall. I was the barricade, I was the opposer. And I chose to deny my thoughts only because I wanted to get some sleep. And look where I am now. Can't sleep. I should have just listened to my thoughts and I should have covered it. And this is something that I keep on falling victim to until I learn my lesson, and that's when things start to really change. I'll be able to communicate more lively what I really mean. But I was just curious to know if it causes a drastic change in your neurological behavior. I mean, I'm sure it does, but there has to be an experiment to confirm it, I would assume. And unfortunately, I don't have, accessible, readily materials or tools to conduct these experiments, or else I would. But what is the major change in brain activity when you choose to push your thoughts that are flowing naturally away? And you choose to listen to the other side. Because there's natural thoughts and then there's Babylonian thoughts, See, the universe was communicating with me, but Babylon reminded me that I had work in the morning, so I had to get some sleep. And I decided to listen to Babylon. I decided to reject the universe for some stupid reason. And it just got me thinking, that's exactly why I was not able to sleep. It was bothering me that I rejected all that valuable, precious, crucial information. And now I'm back. Now I'm here trying to go backwards, swimming against the current. And yeah, that current is not gonna let you go back. Keeps on going forward. So here I am trying to go back and recollect and trying to retain as much as I can, but yeah, it's not happening. I don't know. I had to ask that question even though I already know the answer. I'm almost positive that there's definitely a change in brain activity when you're flowing, but you choose to take a detour, or you choose to try to shut it down. I think it's toxic. It's very toxic to the brain, to the spirit, to well-being in general, to ignore what's being beamed into you, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'll be back on later for sure. I had to get that off my chest. I had to get it out of my head and into you guys before, it vanished. But shit, any information once again is very, very much appreciated. Feedback, of course. But again, hasta luego. Peace and love, reflections. Enjoy the day as you should always. It's a battle every day, so just be on your A game. Until then, Speak to you guys later.